What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hard Knocks, episode number 2. It is almost midnight, so I'm exhausted. So if this video sucks, don't blame me. Just like it, all right? So nobody really knew what to expect this week in this episode. Would there be any Dalvin Cook mentions? Would it be a lot about Rodgers? What would they really cover when they had the game against the practice with the Panthers and the game against the Panthers? And this was really interesting, man, because you saw a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we don't normally see, especially about Coach Saleh. You know, this past week on WFAN, he was getting criticized a lot by the host, saying he's not an alpha male. You know, Aaron Rodgers is the guy that's running this team, everything like that. And you saw a different side of Saleh, man. Like, he is fire and brimstone. Most importantly, after a bad practice in Carolina, where the offensive line struggled and the offense struggled, he ripped into the team, man. He's like, we know we have a good defense, and last year we had a mediocre offense. We can't have the same today. And he questioned the manlyhood of the offensive lineman, like, you're not giving me enough. We're only gonna go as you go. And if you guys don't play well, the Hall of Fame quarterback don't matter, the two $10 million receivers don't matter, and everything else. Like, he went after it, man, and I was ridiculously impressed. So many times everybody keeps calling him a nice guy. Having this access, I think, is awesome at this point, right? You also saw the frustrations with Aaron Rodgers, where a play was called, he didn't like it, he went up to Hackett and said, "This play sucks. Let's not use it anymore." You saw him getting frustrated with the offensive lineman. You saw the bad snaps. You saw where the offense is struggling. You saw the growing pains, which to me was great because we always hear about the good things, and you don't really see the behind the scenes, the bad things, and how hard this team is really working and all the grind that goes into it. So I thought that was really fascinating. You saw Hackett and how they handle Zach Wilson, where a lot of positive reinforcement, a lot of even on game day, smile, relax, use your feet. You got to enjoy the game of football. And even Zach himself said, you know what, stress-free football today. So you see how they're trying to change the culture on offense, which I thought was really interesting. You saw Aaron Rodgers say to Mekhi Becton, "Let's go out and get dinner this week." So you saw a lot of interesting interactions on offense. Defense was super cool, man. You get to see Quinton Williams' personality, which we don't really get to see a lot of, and how disruptive and dominant he is, and how he's just a force, and how much pride the defense takes in getting after it, man. You saw they had a feature on Will McDonald, which he's explosive, and even a guy in the Carolina Panthers told Will McDonald, "Kid, you're going to be a stud. You're relentless." And you saw the pride they take and just the passion and everything, which was good. And I like the way Ulbrich handles these guys. This coaching staff is very motivational, very driven, and they're always pushing buttons with these guys. You can't settle for less. We've got to be better. We've got to dominate. And it's always about how will you look on the silent tape. But they always say, listen, what are you going to look at the day after this game? Will you be proud of yourself? Do you reflect what a Jet is like being like? Do you reflect what we're supposed to be like? And it's really motivational. A lot of F-bombs from the coaching staff, which I think that's football, man. Again, you don't see a lot of stuff because Saleh is so well-spoken. You're really seeing behind the scenes, which is tremendous. And I think a lot of people are going to hate the Jets after this because they have that swagger and they have all this stuff going on, but it's not intentional. It's not disrespectful. This is kind of inside the locker room talk and on the sideline talk where you saw Saleh say, "You know what, run the ball down their throat." I love kicking the team's ass. You're seeing all this stuff, but it's not like he's saying it to Frank Reich's face. It's just, this is all the sideline stuff. So for Jet fans, we love it, but you just know from the outside looking in, oh, this team is, they talk so much shit and they're bold, they're brave, they're overconfident. But I mean, it's a mindset they have, man. I think it's awesome. The other thing too is I really, really like the more you see the chemistry with this team. They had a mentalist in there. They had a little thing where a team bonding moment. They had the rookies had to do a show. They had that moment, but they're it seemed like they're a pretty united team, man. They're all Aaron Rodgers is always talking to people. They're all working with each other. They seem like they're a pretty close-knit group, which is good because this is going to be an us against the world team, man. Everybody's rooting against them for the most part, and they got to prove a lot of people wrong. They got to prove they can win, which is something this coaching staff keeps reiterating. Even Garrett Wilson mentioned it. We got to show people we can win. So, interesting episode. I thought it was better than One Jets Drive. I thought One Jets Drive last night was kind of underwhelming. It was okay, but I just was hoping to see more. And that's it. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about episode 2 of Hard Knocks, and I'll talk to you later.